Can bring the house lights down, please? Just a bit. Not quite that much. Excuse me. Just a bit, halfway. More? Half. We like to be able to see everybody too. From the dark backside of the moon, now bright, never before seen by living eyes and startled to be so violated. William Anders, Boy Scout, raised in California, one holy Catholic, apostolic, pilot, trained to excel, floats, tumbles, shifts inside Apollo 8. With a Master's of Science in Nuclear Engineering, the astronaut, authority in dosimetry, radiation effects, and environmental control, is in charge of taking lunar pictures. Crater Giordano Bruno. Mare Smithii. Apollo's shadow crawls below, lengthens, points. Oh my God, look at that, it's the Earth coming up. Wow. For slow as an opening flower, up above the barren moonscape, afloat in the stark black void, she, silent, rises into view of 3 men sent to conquer space and chart the craters of the moon, who now gasp in awe of newfound recognition. This planetary marbled cat's eye, oceanic, atmospheric, fragile, this blue gem set in unforgiving sky, smack in the impossible Goldilocks zone, one globe, one grandeur, one happening. From space, no walls, no borders, no boundaries. This mother to 3.5 billion people and growing, to 9 million species, but dwindling, flecked with oceans and clouds, held in by atmosphere as thin in proportion as the skin to the apple. Alone, in all the known universe, a living planet, is home. Earth, rise.
The sea smells so salty today. Mornings always seem saltier. You can taste the brine in the air. Seagulls circling around looking for scraps have an uncommon shrill coming from all directions. I feel the cold air through my hair, knuckles reddened, my knees trembling with joy. At last I'm home. The waves are welcoming in their symphony with cymbals and drums, saxophone, guitar, and the grand piano. There's no one around, just me, seagulls, tumultuous waves. And yet, I feel all humanity connected. Eternal shoreline caressed by the water that has visited the world. I'm never lonely by the sea.
Disney slows the train to a view of a vasty diorama. Animatronic tyrannosaur duels triceratops. This is a Cretaceous rite of 1967 spring. When you're 9, as in my seat I am, it's a thrill. The earth so jungly, so fierce, so scaly and enraged. As I witness forking lightning dance, I'm smoked with what's at stake. I am mammal, hairy-scalped, umbilical-scarred, like Danny's dog Muggsy, and Furry, my sister's cat. I too born feeble and placenta wet, my metabolism running eager, hot, and hungry. I am lambish, goatish, beefish, porkish, distant cousin to my meals. I witness, and I know whose side I'm on. Come, meteor, destroy primeval world. Let the shrewish, radish, molish puppets conquer Anaheim. Let these meekish creatures breed until the generations pass, and I, my sister, Mom and Dad, replace the lizards. Behind the scenes, Imagineers hear my prayer and lurch the steam engine forward, leaving cave behind. At the station, we debark upon our own earth. Behold, around me, mammals mob Main Street. I shake the mammal Mickey's paw in mine. The mammal Lincoln speaks. Mammals ride the Matterhorn and haunt the haunted mansion. Above small world, fireworks ignite the southern sky. The city is ours, and here we live. We live.
Corporations and God. 1. Since corporations are people, then filing Chapter 11 is the same as committing abortion. 2. Agreeing in principle to form a corporation should be considered the moment of conception. 3. Deciding not to form a corporation after conception is punishable by stoning or getting stoned. 4. Finally, if God isn't a corporation, then he doesn't exist. 5. Fortunately, God doesn't pay taxes. Therefore, he's a corporation.
Come forth, O sun, come forth, was the pre-dawn chant by brotherly love of the survival revival hour. The chant began Brother Love's Easter sunrise service on the old Fair Oaks Bridge over the American River in 1970. Hundreds of people attended at dawn, or before dawn, all over the area. The event was well advertised on KZAP FM radio in Sacramento, where every Sunday night one could listen to the Survival Revival Hour with Brotherly Love, Patty Melt, Okie Paul, and Brother Tom, and the rest. Love and the Greater Carmichael Traveling Street Band and Sanctified Singers, as well as frequent guests on the show like the Frontier, a well-known Sonoma County band, with whom we had become close friends and often co-collaborators, were also on the show. Come forth, O sun, come forth, answered Captain Ecology, standing high on the cliff above the river and the bridge. The captain wore the garb of a superhero, green tights with a hood, an E and a cape, and an E for ecology and lightning on his chest. One could see in the east and straight up the river that lazy old sun was just about to dawn another day. Come forth, O sun, come forth. Brother Love again in as holy a tone as he could muster. The captain again, Brother Love one more time, and then, right on schedule, up came the sun. A little boy standing in front of his mom said, "He did it."
In these days of the early 1970s, we artists of the Survival Revival Hour were doing everything we could to make people aware of the dangers coming in our future if we didn't pay attention to the environment. Why, there was a population bomb coming. The American River was being polluted, and without safeguards, all the American rivers and the American airways were going to be polluted. Way off there in the future in 1984, and way up there in the 2000s, things are going to get really tough. Because of our efforts to call attention to the need to protect our food sources, our air, and our waterways, we were invited to do a live Survival Revival Hour and then be honored at the very first Earth Day at the University of California at Davis in 1970. There were many celebrations that day, which was the birth of the environmental movement. Senator Gaylord Nelson's awareness of the need to protect our environment grew rapidly, and by 1979, President Jimmy Carter put solar panels on the White House. Then along came Ronnie Baby, Ronald Reagan, and his, well, if you've seen one redwood, you've seen them all. Reagan took those solar panels off the White House as soon as he was president and promised us his trickle-down theory, so piss on you. Actually, it was a trickle-up theory anyway. My brothers and I grew up practically on the banks of the American River near Sacramento. It flows out of the Sierras into the Sacramento Valley, where it meets the gigantic Sacramento River flowing down from Mount Shasta, located in the northern center of the state. It was snow white year-round in those days. We seldom saw Shasta without snow on it. We did see it without snow during the recent drought a few years ago. As boys, we were experiencing the joys of being outside by the river, on the creek, the lake, the pond, or the slough, fishing, swimming, boating, camping, hiking, and enjoying together that kind of family activity. The very first Europeans to see the Sacramento Valley spoke of the many marshes that were knee-deep in water, and the many rivers and creeks and sloughs that overflowed their banks, covering vast areas of the valley in the rainy season. And they spoke of the enormous amounts of wildlife, birds and animals just everywhere.
Mother Nature is the healer. You can hit it.
Against my hands, sticky sap, the yellow-green canopy with light softly filtering through to the forest floor. The smell. This forest has been here for centuries. Stay in touch with nature. Go experience. You will soothe your soul in the wilderness. Heading out to the beach, feeling the temperature drop, smelling the salt in the air. Suddenly, there's so much space, all sand and sea and sky. The glittering path going out to the horizon. Feeling the heat radiating from the sand. The sound of the waves. touch with nature. Go experience. You will soothe your soul in the wilderness. Out on the boat for over an hour, suddenly gulls dive bombing into the sea. Then a tail pops up, a fin. I see an eye. These whales are so magnificent. I am humbled. Stay in touch with nature. Go experience. You will soothe your soul in the wilderness. Thank you.
California coast. 3 red roofs on a sea roar cliff. 3 boxes, clapboard, glass, azure houses set at the verge of a slow-flowing continent. A luxuriant blue-green rolls through trenches, foaming crests carried all the way from China, pounding rocks and iron-red dirt, foundation and yard once layered beneath an older ocean. A seafloor burst through cracks and volcano mouths from the earth's deep down fluid well. And beneath, the earth's own fire. And before, stars, stars, stars.
¿Por qué estás en este planeta? ¿Por qué estás en este planeta? ¿Por qué estás en este planeta? ¿Vas a tierra, amor? ¿O vas a tierra, guerra? ¿Por qué estás en este planeta? What are you on this planet for? What are you on this planet for? What are you on this planet for? Will you bring love? Will you bring war? What are you on this planet for? You guys want to sing? All right, come on now. What are you on this planet for?
What are you on this planet for?
Good. What are you on this planet for?
What are you on this planet for?
What did you learn the time before? And what are you here to re-explore? What are you on this planet for? That's right. Oh, did you bring us love? Oh, there's never too much love. Spirit is calling you to uplift the human race. So begin with a smile upon your face and fill the world with grace. Come on now. What are you on this planet for?
What are you on this planet for?
What are you on this planet for? What are you on this planet for? Will you bring love? Will you bring war? What are you on this planet for? You can let your spirit soar. Will you let your spirit soar? That's right. Open up that sacred door and dance upon the sunlit shore. We'll let your spirit soar. Oh, did you bring us love? Oh, there's never too much love. Spirit is calling you to uplift the human race. So begin with a smile upon your face and fill the world with grace. What are you on this planet for?
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 What did you learn the time before? And what are you here to re-explore? What are you on this planet for? Planet for, planet for.
Sedona. I woke up to spilled clouds, fingers of sunlight stretched across landscapes wider than my thoughts. Red boulder fists stand solid against a gradient sky, like silent sentinels guarding nature's cathedral. We took the turquoise trail down Route 66 to get here. Stopped off to smell the ponderosa pines crossing miles of speckled land. I carved my initials in a twisted juniper, climbed the trail towards mother's womb, and when I reached the top to catch my breath, I sit and stare across a sea of marigolds and silver leaves. And I feel so small in this vortex, lost in our unspoken conversation.
I cannot pinpoint exactly when I fell in love with poetry. Was it the warm feeling I had every time my grandfather would teach me a nursery rhyme with a made-up funny ending? Or was it during our cold winter days when my mother took me on the sleigh down the trail to get supplies in our Transylvanian village? All I could see was snow everywhere, mountains of snow, and all I could feel was frostbite. Yet, there was reassurance as I waited back home, waited for my father to bring a plate of snow from our yard and awaken my toes to life by rubbing them with a white, fluffy powder. Maybe I fell in love with poetry on our train journeys through summer fields of sunflowers, down to the Black Sea coast. And there I discovered my sea. I felt its melody vibrating with every wave, playing catch with the shore. An unforgettable first dance.
Learning my name. We have a dialogue, this tree and I. Back to my first lonely run across the morning, light pursuing me like a bandit threatening anonymity. I pointed out now to my husband, look, there it is, my tree. But on that dawn, jogging up the hill, my heart feuding with itself, blood goose-stepping in my temples, my chest, I thought I'd die before I reached the top. Still, up I went, up the slick slope to the plateau, where I collapsed at the foot of the giant pin oak and lay there in the green lull till breath came easy. Lay there a good hour, inhaling the dark fumes of mold and peat moss and regenerating worms. When I sat up and looked around, I was landlocked, beached. I, who'd grown up defying the surge and undertow of seas and oceans, earthbound. Yet I had come to cherish this land, its contours comforting as dawn, reassuring as my grandmother's arms had been, ready always to bear my pain. In the distance, I could see a fox strutting across the meadow. Above me, sparrows weaving their nest. Above them, a hawk on the lookout for game. Oh, I was happy, I guess. I leaned back against the tree, patted the jagged bark behind me in a reverse embrace, and heard, I swear, clear as a whisper of love, I heard my name.
Here in the early 20th century, Dr. Albert Brennus Ulrich establishes the Venice Marine Biological Station. Dr. Ulrich studies the supralittoral, the eulittoral, the sublittoral, also known as the splash, intertidal, and noretic zones. For his aquaria, he gathers mollusks, hydroids, trematodes, bryozoans, echinoderms, and salps. A mollusk is a shelled creature, a univalve or bivalve. A hydroid is a polyp. A trematode is a parasitic flatworm. Bryozoans are microscopic invertebrates. Representative echinoderms include starfish, sand dollars, and sea urchins, all characterized by radial symmetry. A salp is a tunicate, related to the sea squirt. One day, the county infills the marsh and dredges a marina basin, A for the mollusks, basin B for the hydroids, basin C for the trematodes. This dredging continues for some years. D for bryozoans and E for starfish. Basin F for the urchins, G for sand dollars, H for salps. Gasoline and lubricants leak from 4-stroke boat engines. At each meal, the creatures ingest petroleum distillates. The invertebrates die one at a time, and then all at once. We are running a fucking funeral home, says a biologist. So, the Marine Station packs the aquaria, archives the notebooks, drives to the Port of Los Angeles, buys tickets at berth 85, and hops the ferry to Catalina. All that's left now is Donax gouldi, also known as the coquina or bean clam. Children press its polished shells into sandcastle walls. The calcium carbonate gleams in the sunlight, brighter than bone.
Great to see everybody out today. Thanks for coming out, you guys. My name is ReRe Duce, and I wanted to just tell you a little bit about me. I'm kind of a shy person, and so whenever I go to a party, I always open the conversation about climate change because it's such a good icebreaker. This next song is, we're currently in the 6th extinction of the Earth. The Earth has remade itself 6 times, and this next song is about the fifth extinction. You can hit it.
Let's go. Can you feel it?
Turn off the picture.
Ooh, could you start it from the beginning, please? There were jungles everywhere. Humidity hung in the air. Vines crawling endless places. Dinosaurs. Homeostasis. Meteor crash. A swirling mess. Was paradise, then darkness. With bitter cold, the jungles wilt and rot. Beneath the silt, it snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed, encasing all this mess. Then this pernicious brew creates a toxic bubble, seals our fate. Layers of ice, pack it down, hold the bubble underground. Layers of ice, pack it down, now glaciers hold it down. The air, it's warming, the ice is melting. It's warming, it's melting. The methane bubble, the methane bubble, the methane bubble, the methane bubble. It's coming. The methane bubble, it's coming. Emissions gotta stop, or it's methane pop. Emissions got to stop, or it's methane pop. The methane bubble, it's coming. The methane bubble, it's coming. Like a fart, sneak up and surprise us. In 5 minutes pop, all life will stop. The methane bubble, the methane bubble, the methane bubble. The methane bubble, the methane bubble, it's coming. The methane bubble, it's coming. It's warming up, rising up, here it comes, get ready. What's that smell? Methane. What's that smell? Methane. Emissions gotta stop, or it's methane pop. Emissions got to stop, or it's methane pop. Thank you.
Down by the ocean after a storm, clear blue skies, crisp, clean air, and the purest waves hurrying to meet the shore. But the shore is sluggish, overloaded by all the debris washed away from the cities. Everything that everyone throws away soon will be eaten by fish. Styrofoam cups depleting our ozone layer, unrecycled plastic bottles taking forever to disintegrate, countless cigarette filters disposed of nonchalantly, Greenland and Antarctica ice caps melting rapidly, polar bears lost, our cities flooding, weather patterns changing everywhere, fires burning. I want to leave a great earth to our children as a legacy to our children to be enjoyed, not overwhelmed by human indifference and ignorance. Climate change is real and is affecting everyone. Old rains, lead to the ocean.
Brownout, or power to the people. It's 108. Heat index 128. I park my SUV under a tree and retreat to a warm mint julep and the New York Times, my only source of news. Photos of firemen carrying baked octogenarians out of their apartments on stretchers hog the front page of the paper. On page 8, 10,000 tilapia float belly up off the coast of Long Beach, their cold blood having reached boiling point. In Florida, fishermen flinch from the poisonous acids invading their nets. Skin from their hands and arms mingles with the dying coral, dead crabs. I grab a power bar and wake the children, sprawled wet and naked in the back seat. In the hothouse, the orchids gasp for water every few hours. Our lawns burnt to a brittle ochre. We follow my lantern's eerie circle through the breathless night, searching for redemption, forgiveness, and light.
I've seen life come, I've seen life go, and still, I don't know the meaning of it all. Peaceful leaders die, while homeless children cry. I look deep into hungry eyes and I have to wonder why. I've seen life come, I've seen life go, and still I don't know the meaning of it all. To build a shopping mall, the mighty redwoods fall. I shed a tear for every year they took to grow that tall. We can kill our plants, but not our planet. Those who think that we can display the arrogance of man. We don't stand a chance taking this world for granted. It will live on after the last of us is gone.
There was a man. Man, he was mean. He was the meanest man you ever seen. I mean, so mean. Hey, you know what I mean? I mean, dogs were afraid to bark. They just hid in the dark. And children were afraid to play. They just ran away. And even the devil was heard to say, tell him I'm not here. Tell him go away. Tell him let's do lunch. But not today. Tell him anything, but please make him go away. Mommy! There was a man. Man, he was mean. He was the meanest man you ever seen. I mean, so mean. You know what I mean? Even his heart. Even his heart hated him. She say, I want a divorce today. But the mean man said, no way. You're mine till death do us part. And then I'm gonna go out and break another heart, 'cause I take what I want, I take what I find. More for me more and mine. Now this heart was a sweetheart, but nobody's fool. She had a plan. She was cool. She say, okay, You've had your way. But since you're too dumb to learn, I'm gonna give you some nasty heartburn. So she broke off 2 ribs, rubbed them together, made smoke, and the smoke and the heat made the mean man choke. Cut that out, he said. Give it a rest, or I'm gonna tear you out of my chest. But this heart wouldn't stop. Her plan was clear as smoke billowed out of the mean man's ear, and the mean man screamed, pounding on the hospital door, screaming, "Is there a doctor in this house? What the hell's this place for? I want you to cut out my heart. I don't want to know more." The doctors were astounded. What did he say? Why, we can't do that. No way. We can't do that. Don't you understand why? Because without a heart, you surely will die. No heart, you die. Bye-bye. That's why. Don't you get it? Forget it, he said. I'll do it myself. As he grabbed a scalpel from the hospital shelf, he cut out his heart, threw her on the floor, saying, "Goodbye, bitch. I don't want you no more. Now you all remember this. Before I depart, real mean men don't need heart, 'cause I take what I want. I take what I find. More for me, 2025. Bullshit."
I'm not sure which world we're in. I'm not sure if we're in Beyond Baroque or we're watching a movie, but hey. Let's get that thing turned around right. Traveler, what is the role of beauty in times of misfortune? Bombs crater the concrete city, broken shells on a dry beach, gouged accretions await the sweeping away, a bulldozer's blade, the victor's knife. Bombs can't help themselves. Salmon spawn surged into designated nests. An overwhelming army mates with the target. Hatchlings grimace, tumble to the sea. Thus, terror returns to the stream. Some of us who pay for it watch on screens, read, listen to reports. Where is the measuring stick, the newest laser tool, calculating fossiled hearts, rivers, weather, oceans, fields? Others of us grip our bloody hands. Traveler, we go on. A threadbare sky holds up the sun. Border beyond border, the dove's perfect opalescent egg in the jay's perfect beak. Blasted sand bristles diamond perfect light, broadcasting astonishment across greater and greater distance.
It's that call in the middle of the night. Unless it's a baby being born, it's probably not good news. October 8th, 2017, a call in the middle of the night from my brother Ken in Mendocino, Redwood Valley. We're in a ring of fire and we're being evacuated. I eagerly await more news of my other 2 brothers, their homes and families, the Fry Winery, our dearest family and friends. Later, Ken calls to tell me there's nothing left of his beautiful and wonderful animal sanctuary and main family gathering place, and heaven on earth, nothing left but ashes in the well. Hundreds of homes wiped out, even down in Santa Rosa, and as far north as Willits. So many stories of daring and barely escapes, and of sad deaths and maimings. I have 3 brothers and their families in Redwood Valley within 5 miles of each other. We came within a few feet of all 4 of us being burnt out in 2017. I lost my home in LA that year to fire, and they had this big fire there. The Fry Winery, more family burned out, and nearly all the homes gone except the big house. We sit on the ridge, once the lawn, near the ash of the children's swings. The little Buddha shrine garden survives. How easy to see them still. The swings, the house, the garden, the birds, and the critters. A camping tent is put up where the screen room once was. We sit outside at fire and look. Where once the house, a one-room picker's shack converted into a comfortable home, a nice deck overlooking the creek, existed and thrived. The Civil War silverware under the bed has fallen into ash and dust, covered in white plastic, awaiting abatement before salvage. The land looks so different since the firestorm, sounding like a jet engine, a train in front of it, denuded underbrush, blackened tree sticks, pines cut and laying about, piles of tin on ash, blackened stench where the turkeys got cooked. The land exposed by fire. The pond, closer now without foliage, the creek bed covered in straw and white plastic. 40 years of living and accumulating. Adult lives full of children growing and struggling to feed, clothe, teach, grow older. Celebrations of life, up top at the bar and the workshop, in the greenhouse for guests, down across the creek in the little shanty, or out back at the barn, always with fire, in stoves and in pits, great food, wine, weed, and song, laughter and drama on this land, a library of books, albums, keepsakes, a family legacy vanishes by fire and 60-mile-an-hour winds. What do I do now? Slow motion, contemplation, evaluation. Our homes remain rich in our memories. Whatever comes next will never be what was, what started from nothing, nothing to nothing. New beginning or old ending? Oak, redwood, palm, and kinfolk survive, revive. Little green blades of grass and mushrooms emerge. The bobcat was seen again. The Canada geese returned to the pond. Mother Nature not deterred. Wildflowers replace wildfires. Debris will disappear. Saws will sharpen. Structures rise up. Trees grow. Seeds, new growth, surprises. New generations of energy, determination, good health and strength. Live on. Live on. May it be so.
Los Alamos. Why the name? Not a poplar in sight. not a sapling, not a songbird, not a soul. In the circular distance, Las Truchas, implacable peaks, second highest in New Mexico, secure the sky to the land, the pueblo bearing their name reclining in the hollow of one slope, waiting, watchful of the encroaching barrenness below. Crosses carved from the raw earth lays lurid warnings across our path, reminding us, yes, this is the place. We drive past an old adobe hut, the face of Christ painted in a blaze of reds and blacks across its whole facade, looks back at us in pain and disbelief. Los Alamos, sacred, secret origin of death. The name explodes within my head. Dust blood settles on my eyelids, on my tongue. We slow down as though searching for something to still the shame, a sign of hope, of purpose, of forgiveness. Silence, a dry silence, a dusty silence. And in the shadow of the trading post, half hidden from the brutal sky, sullen youngsters damn us with their eyes. They do not wave as we drive by.
December 2023. I sit where I always do, in the back, by a window, watchful and dismayed, as the horizon recedes into landscapes grayed with the productions of greed, measurements of the air, the water, the numbers hospitalized, crushed, starved, the ravages upon species already in extravagant decline. Waves of uncertainty pass through the sky, high, cold harbingers, storms already launched, speeding toward us, raining with grief. December is ending. The final month of the year carries over like prophets touted by managers of power, well-armed and consolidating over decades deep into the previous century and deeper even than that. Into this history arrives the pandemic of the death of life on Earth as we know it. Disappeared from their homes, who will miss the orb spider? Who will miss the earthworm, the house sparrow, the albatross? The air, bred in the bone, waves the hand that counts only its own. Commons and culture displaced by weapons, wars, and billionaire investments in clear cuts, pipelines, and drinkable water. When we cut, we choke. When we mine, we choke. When we bomb, we choke. When we poison the water, we join the lineup leading to the cliff we bulldozed ourselves. Our armies already direct us. The rubble piling higher in the ghostly, unerring future radiates ironic points of light and shouts ricochet in the streets. My cry is among them, one for the other, every one, a wealth of shapes, colors, species, breathing the same air provided by all that is green, living, and wild. For us, I offer these words. Inscribe them on a banner, a wall. Let them rise from our throats, calling out and singing words that center the street, that grapple the absolutely impossible. Forged by the heat of our pounding hearts, Our voices mingle in rhythms older than this calamity, songs as old as the dawn. Singing together, we know them, we know them, we know them by heart.
One and a half degrees. 1.5 degrees. The next time you buy plastic cups, straws, Tupperware, and utensils, big box item sales like shoes, toothbrushes, and non-essentials, a Tonka toy truck for your boy, or a little pink pony, we've been groomed into consumerism. There's no time left for ceremony. How much stuff is enough? When you throw it out, where is it taken? 2 billion tons of trash emitting methane gas. It's a global scale invasion. The biggest pile is in the Pacific Ocean. It's too big to estimate. They think it's twice the size of Texas or the size of the United States. We are the creators, the keepers, the non-believers of weather warned of change. We are the voyeurs, the destroyers, with so many atmospheric rivers unconstrained. We are the buyers, the deniers, because nothing's guaranteed as we watch the wrath of rising floods live on our TVs, smoke-filled skies of fire and heat, sunburnt dirt and parched trees, vultures flying overhead to mine the land and eat the dead. Let the needy breathe the air of toxic waste. It's them we spare. And third world countries, famine and disease, we'll sell them rice and masks, anything we please, but not enough of what they need. And cutting carbon footprints, most just argue and complain, as long as nothing changes, as long as I'm getting paid. Besides, nature's always been this way, right? Twisters, hurricanes, and squalls, glaciers crack, skyscrapers fall, rising seeds, record heat, blizzards, and nor'easters. Better pray, oh, save me, Jesus, before you meet your maker. 'Cause you and I, and we, are all the forgers of our toxic troposphere. We stay quietly complacent year after year, blaming others for the uninhabitable world we fear is coming. And by God, it's coming.
Who's gonna pay? I keep asking myself. To build bulwarks against the rising seas. Who's gonna pay? Until at last the 12th of never, when we force ourselves to see the damage that's been done by dragging on. Caught up in robber baron history. Denial of their exploitation, not so much as a penny from industries that profit from deception and deceit. Hey, here's a thought. Let's fine the plunder monkeys for damages. Set up a fund, delete their tax breaks, subsidies, throw the damn crooks in jail.
Yeah.
Hey, island folk will need a place to stay. Give them the liars' homes. Make them pay.
streets. Well, there's the sunny side of the street and the serious side of the street. Those who live on the serious side tend to be less sunny, while too much sunny side causes sunstroke. And that can get serious.
Chill. There's a bite in the air in this desert coast terrain. The weather is moody as its people. I wear scarves in June, carry a change of clothes in case a fault line breaks its silence. And while the sunny sky may provide a backdrop for dreamers, the elders of this earth, their jagged bones in rocks and mountains, point their noses towards heaven, bend their backs against the sea, reminding us that Mother Nature has a temper.
Gardenias, our old neighbor flowers blossoming in the last century. They ornament old homes, clapboard homes, greened up yards, moistened by oscillating sprinklers. So too, the lantanas. One night in an ancient annum, when Venice, California lawned from end to end, a Douglas aircraft engineer said to his wife, "Let's plant lantanas. They'll bring butterflies." And so, in that wide front yard, lantanas luminesced like color TVs. In that same annum, mothers warned their children, "Don't eat the oleander, it's poisonous." Against dark green leaves narrow as lancets, little white flowers glowed ice white. No one thought to pull it out. And in that annum, a school teacher, an East Coast transplant, asked her neighbor, "What's an avocado?" The neighbor taught her how to turn the fruit into a festive Mexican dip, gave her a few limes, and made her coffee. That was the day the hollyhocks bloomed, some pink, some blue, wide as sun-faced stars. A visiting cousin said, "Hollyhocks need heat, can't grow them near the beach." But the hollyhocks had rooted deep, grown beanstalk tall in empty lots and untended yards. In those days, swallowtails, bumblebees, and cabbage whites flocked like birds. Salamanders burrowed under garden border brickwork. Summer rains forced worms to surface. Beached on sidewalk concrete, there was no way back. Red ants fought centipedes for all that good jerked meat. The salamanders are long gone. Haven't seen red ants in years. Weak with whiteflies and mildew, the old plantings wilt. Neighbors sleep on mattresses stuffed with bad news. But look here. White and scarlet gardenias edge a yard round an old house on 6th and Brooks. A lemon tree fruits. A milkweed flowers. Miles into summer, so much lives on.
My last song was about geology, and which I love, and but I also love mythology, And one of my favorite stories is about climate change. Climate change got tired of being a phenomenon, and so he went to Zeus and said, "Hey Zeus, I'm sick of being a phenomenon. Can you turn me into a handsome man?" And Zeus was like, "Okay, sure," boom, turned climate change into a handsome man. So climate change is walking down the street and passes these two women up, and one turns to the other and says, "Wow, what a hottie." Thank you. So let's try this. This next song is it's a true story. Let's see if I can get it to go on this. Let's see if I can get it to go on this thing here.
Connected to iPhone. iPhone disconnected. Ready to hit.
Give me
Connected to iPhone.
Okay. This is a true story, by the way. So I was riding on my bike through the countryside, all fields and trees and sunny skies. Feeling a little hungry, I saw a cow herder rolled up to his stand and ordered me a burger. But wait a minute now. I checked my disposition. I think I might have a burger addiction. Addiction to meat. Ha! This I have to beat. I've got to, with intention, do a self-intervention because cows eat grain. It gives them stomach pain. They belch and fart methane. It's totally insane. I started scrolling through my phone so I wouldn't misconstrue. Methane, it's real bad. It's a witch's brew. My phone says, what? Oh dear, where are my glasses? Methane is the second leading cause of greenhouse gases. I decided to skip the burger. I ordered some tofu. Some changes in my diet are a little overdue. They say that methane's 20 times worse than CO2. Most of it's from cattle. Look it up. It's true, because cows eat grain. It gives them stomach pain. They belch and fart methane. It's totally insane. Now, I'm not gonna promise that I give up meat. I'm not. I'm just saying I'll eat meat like it's a treat. Every now and then, no need for an excuse. The planet'll be happy. So will ReRe Duce. As far as my position on enteric fermentation, I'll heed what Eleanor Roosevelt once said to our great nation. Each citizen should give up things in work or sacrifice to help in times of crisis, like the melting of the ice, because cows eat grain. It gives them stomach pain. They belch and fart methane. It's totally insane. Cows eat grain. It gives them stomach pain. They belch and fart methane. It's totally insane. Thank you.
Remember the Millennium celebrations. All across the globe, people were apprehensive, fearing that something dreadful might happen. The first pictures came from Australia and New Zealand. Maori dancing in the desert, singing their songs. We watched the rest of the world like a beautiful summertide unveiling ancient treasures, fireworks illuminating Egypt's pyramids, Red Square, La Tour Eiffel, the London Eye, Times Square. How connected the whole planet felt. A village bonded by the same celebration. New Year's Eve, the millennium. I wish some of that feeling could have spilled into every day. Maybe there's still hope. Maybe at the top of the hour, we will hear a new beginning. A fresh start for the whole world. Peace and joy reverberating throughout. New tidings of happiness for all.
I am a black man. I'm a white man too. I'm all American, just like you, just like you. There's no conflict in my heart over which is my better part. See, I don't wonder who's right, whom I should love and whom I should fight. I am a white man. I'm a red man too. I'm all American, just like you, oh, just like you. There's a harmony in me I know can prevail in society, and freedom will fill our land the more that we trust our fellow man and woman. I'm black, white, and red, red, white, and blue. You cannot hate me and love yourself too, 'cause you're part of me and I'm part of you. Oh, black, white, and red, white, and blue. Look into my eyes, my sisters and my brothers. Under this great blue sky, we've got to care for each other. The earth is our mother, we believe the same color. Let's love each other right now. I'm a red man, black and white man too. I'm all American, just like you, just like you. I have chosen to be free of any single social category. If there's one thing you want me to be, then you're missing the beauty of me. Look into my eyes, my sisters and my brothers. Under this great blue sky, we've got to care for each other. The earth is our mother, we bleed the same color. Let's love each other right now. Oh, let's love right now. Yeah, yeah. I'm black, white, and red, red, white, and blue. If you love yourself, then you can love me too. 'Cause you're part of me and I'm part of you. Oh, oh, oh. Black, white, and red, white. The earth is our mother. We bleed the same color, yeah. Oh, let's love each other right now. Earth is our mother. We bleed the same color, yeah. Oh, let's love each other right now. All right now. Black, white, and red, white, and blue, yeah. Red, white, and black, white, and blue. Oh, oh, oh. Black, white, and red, white, and blue. Oh, oh, oh. Black, white, and red. red, white, black, black and red and white and black and red and white and black and blue and black and white and red and blue, yellow, purple, any color will do. Black, white and red, white and blue.
Puerto Rican, Iraqi, Polish, Jew. Just saying. Just saying. I love that song. John, it's beautiful. This is a prayer for the turning of all things. O gentle earth, I bless your song of wilderness. Hear the sounds of time that speak in the past of every leaf, the present in every breath, the future in every seed. I walk gently upon you with all creatures great and small, human hearts and feathered wings, paw prints and tangled roots entwined as one. I bow to your rhythm, the hush and hum of seasons in perfect grace. I savor each spring's awakening when tender roots rise from slumbering soil and hope blooms in petals. And with arms wide open, I will bathe in your golden light of summer and promise to catch the leaves of autumn, their falling whispers in the wind before they touch down. I'll sit in silence while you hold your breath through the silent streak of winter, the world in waiting as you sleep. 'Cause I have seen stories in your oceans, ancient and deep, swam with the coral reefs and gentle giants drifting under the moon. I have lain beneath your skies so vast and ever-changing, home to wings and wind, clouds that carry dreams, and the quiet eyes of stars. And today, I pray for peace, for harmony, and for love, for you and every living thing. Amen.
Mi illumino di immenso, Giuseppe Ungaretti. I am illuminated by the immensity. Silence pools in flight. Faint ripples, tail feathers dust the air. Wings waver the almighty nothing, until water, once a mirror, risen into waves, refuses to say anything. Great blue heron, risen from its wade in shallow waters, shimmering fish tight in its beak, ignores directions from the high-rises hemming the wetlands. Time pools in silence, in dreams, singing, sex, sounds mingling until there is only the breath of the beloved. I drown in time, but never die. I swim from shore to shore and shore to shore. Water caught in a cup, held under a faucet. Water, hand, cup, faucet. Water in cycles, breath in cycles, time in loops so large it seems to flow in one direction. Granite boulders, huge speckled mineral eggs, hatch slowly as soil, as sandy beach washed by rivers to the continent's edge, by continents rolled over, swept under, weathered at depth to primal grains, red-heated, molten, to rise again as granite. In the garden, caterpillars spin lambent cocoons, lanterns among the leaves.
It's Monte de las Piedras Rosas. This is Santa Fe, around there. There's a pinyon tree outside my window, full of tiny, silent verdants blending into its sparse needles. I would not have noticed them, but one bird fluttered, as if suddenly chilled, its russet feathers like an early sunset, signaling a change in season. Then the whole tree shuddered, and now, a breath later, it is bare.
This path is steep and rugged, covered in stones. The switchback tangles seem to wind in endless circles amid the mists of deception. But we've left behind the oil slicks, the broken concrete, the shattered glass, picked up plastic trash along the way to pack out. Yes, it's hot. And yes, we sweat, but yet we carry on. But come, let's stop for a while, rest, sip good water to restore our bodies, and close hands in a circle of peace. And let's break bread, share what we have. And a sense of humor is as good as anything. And share our brokenness with one another for the journey ahead. And as we stand and take strength in one another's eyes, let us raise our hearts in breath and step now into beauty.
I just don't understand. Why not the promised land? It's so peaceful in the promised land. And the water is so clean and tasty. And the air is so fresh. And the trees and the hills are so green. And the berries are so ripe. And the flowers are so colorful and fragrant. And the peaches, they're so fuzzy. And the people are all smiling in the land of milk and honey. Milk and honey, baby. Milk and honey. I just can't understand. Why not the promised land?
Thank you all for being here. Tom Laichas, John Silvers, Anika Paris, Gloria Vando, Lee Beck, Susan Suntree, Elena Secota, ReRe Duce, and Paul Fleisher. Let's take a bow. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here.
Not in my whole life. You Yeah, no, it's fine. Your group is fantastic. I know. I never thought of it. Yeah, right.